Hi, I'm Dr. Martin of the Martin Clinic. I just want to read a study to you. Diets high in sugar may reduce cognitive functioning by altering gut bacteria, reports the Journal of Neuroscience. Well, it's interesting, isn't it, that there's nothing positive about sugar. Just study after study after study shows us that sugar is the new smoking. The only thing that ever reduced cancer rates in the last 50 years in North America is when people stopped smoking. So what's the new smoking? Sugar. The average Canadian or North American is consuming 100 to 160 pounds of sugar a year. Now, one of the mechanisms that we realized by this study is that not only does it spike your insulin and do all the negative things that sugar does, but what sugar does too, now that we understand is the gut-brain connection, is that it actually alters the microflora in your gut. What does that mean? It affects the bacteria. Now listen, you have 6 pounds of bacteria in the body. So when you jump on a scale, take off 6, because all of it is just bacteria. But there's a balance in that bacteria between good and bad. Unless, of course, you're eating a high sugar diet, which the average Canadian does. So what does it do? It alters that, and we call that dysbiosis, where you get much more bad bacteria because the bad bacteria love that sugar. They multiply, candida, parasites, things like that. And now we know the connection between the gut and the brain, because the brain has a bacteria barrier too. We call it the blood-brain barrier. And listen, if the gut gets changed by our diet, so does the brain. The blood-brain barrier gets changed. It allows toxins into the brain. And now we have these kids running around with all sorts of cognitive issues, ADD, ADHD. They can't concentrate and they can't function properly. So what's the idea, of course? Cut the sugar way back.